Okay, what is this?
Episode number 8.
8, yeah, and Caron is here again.
Hello.
I love your introduction, like hello.
That's it.
All right. Okay, so,
Okay, so
she said that we're going to just wing it today.
we are. And so what they forget to tell you. Really interesting title, Caron. What they forget.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Um,
And it was my birthday yesterday,
Yes.
so
25,
20 plus
a little bit. What they forget
divide
to tell
by.
you. I was never good in math. Social work.
Mm-hmm.
Alzheimer's, what they forget to tell you is that when you have a loved one with Alzheimer's, I found that you become disconnected with the rest of your family. And so, being that yesterday was your birthday, and Christmas is right around the corner, followed by New Year, like, it's just, I know for me, everything is different, and my mom is, like, your mom's still here, but it's very different now. And I think that's something that folks just don't understand.
Oh, like, so how was it for my birthday yesterday with my current situation?
You should probably put on your little...
No, I'm not putting on. Okay, Caron bought me this birthday girl, but like it doesn't have belated birthday girl, so I'm not wearing it. But thank you for the sentiments. Okay, well, it's a little bit. It's double for me, as you are aware. Like, so my father's not here either. So usually on my birthday, I would get a call, of course, at the crack of dawn. And then, like, you're so irritated at the time, but now, like, I'm like, oh, I wish I had that call at the crack of dawn with the bad singing of happy birthday, like, in a Trinidadian accent, right? But anyways, yeah, that's, like, the first, like, that's the sad part right away for me. And then, of course, my mom pipes in, too, so, and then I know I'm not going to hear that. So, as soon as I wake up, I'm already kind of, like, But, yesterday was really good. It was nice and quiet, and I don't know. Yeah, holidays are tough, needless to say.
Now, I know that last week you posted a picture.
Remind me, I post lots of pictures.
I know, but you know the picture I'm talking about?
No.
The picture where you looked...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, my mom
So
had...
Caron posts lots of pictures, lots of selfies.
I'm sure they know.
Okay, the selfie queen. And the other day she posted a picture that stopped me in my tracks because I'd never seen that expression on Caron's face before. And it's...
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
You're crying. Okay.
It broke my heart for her, and I was so concerned. And I told her that photo, she should use it in a future book, because I think it really captures the hard times and how a loved one of someone with Alzheimer's feels from time to time. It just resonated with me. So I don't know if you want to talk about that day and what led up to the photo.
I think my mom has suffered from seizures from Alzheimer's, and I never even knew that was part of it, but it makes sense because it's your brain, and as things are shutting down, it suffice to say you probably will develop seizures. And she has them, and they're so traumatic for me. And she had one that morning, and I froze. I didn't rush to go to help her with the seizure. Well, her caregiver was there, but and it was almost like, because when she has a seizure, I'm like, is this going to be the last one? So I think that day it just resonated that one day it could be that, like, it could be like she has a seizure and then that's it. And so that day it was really taxing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, sometimes, like, honestly, you as you know, you just sit there and you're like, oh my God, can I take any more of this? Like, you know, and I can't help her. You know, I can't ask her what she's feeling. Can I get anything for her? You can't communicate with her, so you just have to watch. And she's just getting weaker and weaker. And right now she's just like skin and bone. And I'm just watching her drift away. So it's sad.
Absolutely.
And you're not crying today, okay?
No.
All right. You're banned from crying in this house.
Oh gosh, but you know what? The tears are because Alzheimer's is painful and it's scary, and you never know what's coming around the corner. You get used to your parent or grandparent or partner being a certain way, and you get comfortable in that, and you think, oh gosh, okay, I can do this, and then they change and something else happens, and then you have to find a new normal, and it doesn't stay, it changes again, and the changes are fast and furious and hard. And I was just telling Caron before she went live that my mom is starting to have like her hand is having spasms, and as Caron mentioned, that has to do with the brain and just not working as well. And so that's, you know, one of the things that happens as my mom moves on in her illness. But this has just been a new thing in the last week.
And remind, like, how long has your mom had?
3 years.
3 years, okay.
3 years, and she's advanced. But she has her social cues, and so if you've met her, she's very polite, and she was well raised, and she could probably fool you for a minute or two because she knows how to do the salutations and to greet you, and she smiles appropriately. And if you kind of hurry and, you know, hi, nice to meet you, and are gone, you'd be stunned to know that she has severe Alzheimer's. But the other, you know, there's other changes that are happening, and it's definitely going to get much harder than it is now.
That's the other thing too. When my mom first developed, to a person who does not know her, like we were talking about that, it's like the invisible disability, right? Where you wouldn't know that she was ill because you don't really know her. And yeah, they're very. I don't know if it's just because we established like they're both West Indian. I don't know if it's just because my mom's very stubborn. So she really could play it off very, very well at the very beginning.
Oh, absolutely. But it doesn't last forever.
No,
Not at all.
So, anything else?
I guess in thinking about the holidays, I'm always struck with, when I was younger, my parents, a lot of my cousins came over to my parents' home. And since my mom's illness, you know, everyone has gotten older, and I noticed that they get less invites.
Oh, yeah.
To family functions, and that's really painful, actually.
And why do you think that is?
I think because they don't want because they don't want her there, is what I think.
That's sad.
Right, and so then that's a loss of a connection for my father with folks who don't have Alzheimer's. Maybe he'd like to socialize a little bit. I think that's it's a loss for me, and then it's a loss for my kids who miss out on parts of their family. And I think that is really disappointing, because my mom would have moved mountains to support her family, and to see folks not really checking in and siblings staying away, it's very hurtful.
And what's, because I've spoken to other caregivers, even the caregivers from the young caregivers from much too young, right? Kat, like I go, it's easy because I won't forget your names because they're both the same. So I call them cat squared, right? But they had said that, yeah, one of, like, you know, we have a little pet peeve things, like when people ask, like, how's your mom? And it's like, well, and I, you know, sometimes I joke around, well, she's in Milan, you know, she's traveling, like, you know, like, well, because, I don't know.
Well, I ask you how your mom is.
Well, she's dying. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I hope she's comfortable when I'm asking.
Yeah, she's comfortably dying.
That's all I can
That's
hope
the
for.
reality.
I know, and that's all I can hope for.
But that's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Yeah, so they were saying, like, do you have any pet peeves? Well, I know for a fact, too, that would
be mine.
Yeah, but it's very alienating.
Yes.
This disease doesn't just alienate the person that has the disease. It alienates the family members that are taking care of the disease person.
Yep.
Right. And I find that as well. Like, you know, people, and I'm not trying to be insensitive, but, you know, I've heard, I can't see her like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as if I can. Like, yeah, I can see my mom like that. You know, like, it's, you know.
How has it been with your family?
Huh? Oh, wow.
Why not?
Okay. Right. We're doing that? Okay, well, my brother is separated from, like, by distance, right?
Yes.
So, unfortunately for me, my one and only sibling is not here. And at the very beginning, it was extremely challenging for me because he's, you know, especially with my dad passing, like, he's my support, right? But the only good thing is that he was just a phone call away, and we shared a lot of, well, I'm sure I shared a lot of tears with him because he's, you know, he's a man, so, you know, he doesn't display that. But yeah, it was very taxing. I was estranged from my family at the very beginning, so it really was just me. Here, help, yeah.
How do you get past that?
Oh gosh, what happened?
I told you today was not a good day.
Oh my god.
No.
Wow, what was the question?
I don't know. It's the holidays, and I'm just.
My heart is like pumping. Like,
I'm sorry.
If you're not Oprah. You're not going to make me cry on this, okay? I'm telling you right now. No, you're not. You're not.
No, it's the holidays, and I guess I'm in this holiday mode. And
how does it feel, like, to be alienated and isolated?
Like, well, no, because I think that I don't know.
You push through. I push through.
How do you forgive?
You do. You forgive and you move on.
Okay.
And it's, you know, it's about you. It's your conscience, right? Like, I feel like for me, it's a labor of love anyways, right? It's my mom. So
right.
I don't care who, you know, it's irrelevant what other people are doing.
It's just so disappointing.
But I tell you that all the time, Karen. It doesn't matter. You have to concentrate on your one person. Concentrate on yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You'll always be disappointed if you are watching what other people are doing. Just know you're doing your best. Concentrate on that. Don't watch anything that anybody else is doing. That's what I do.
Okay.
My conscience is clear. Right?
Yeah.
I know my mom would do the same for me, and that's the connection. My connection is just directly with my mom. That's what I do.
Whew. See, thank goodness you wrote a book.
I didn't have that in the book.
I know, but you'll have it in the
And
next
I don't
one.
like the fact that you are talking about it live without, like, hey, this just in, Karen, we're going to talk about, like, what are you doing? Thanks.
I told you when you said...
Wow, is that bus, am I under the bus, like, right now?
No. I know from last week, I remember someone posted a question, and they asked about what happens at nighttime. And I just thought that maybe, I know we don't have a lot of time left, but I know on last week you spoke about palliative and end-of-life care, and maybe you can just elaborate on what the night is like the night like when the caregiver goes home, and what are your expectations or what it's like in the house?
Okay, I had to do bereavement counseling when my mom was first put in palliative care, which again is end of life. I did a proactive grieving, so knowing that then the end is near, like 2 years later, right? But anyways, I started panicking, so I did all of this stuff right away. So I saw a grievance counselor, and he had to at the time I wouldn't go outside a grid. I called it my grid, like the Brampton grid. So I would, if somebody said, "Oh, let's go for dinner, Mississauga." Whoa, no, we're not going to Oh, that's outside of the grid. I swear it was so weird. I was so conditioned. Like, no, that's no.
So you lived at Bramley City Center, did you?
Yeah, like, and then it was like timed. Like I was on a time. Like, okay, if I go there and if anything happens, I can get home. It was always like I was cognizant of I wouldn't go during traffic times. It was weird. Anyways, that's what I went through. So after going through grievance counseling, he spoke to me, and it was true. My mother has a DNR, which is a do not resuscitate, meaning if my mom, anything happens, so like if my mom develops pneumonia right now, she's not going to be given any antibiotics to save her. So she will just die of pneumonia. These are the realities. If she goes into cardiac arrest, there's no defibrillator, she's just going to flatline. And so wrapping my head around that, there really is no emergency.
Right.
Like, so whether I'm here, I'm over there, I'm wherever I am, it will happen, and there's no life-saving things that are going to happen. The paramedic, like, right now, the reality is when my mom passes, I'm just calling the funeral home, and I've made arrangements. Like, paramedics aren't coming here.
Right.
Right. So, yeah.
Okay. That probably helps the person who asked the question about what happens in the night.
What happens in the night is what happens in the night.
At everyone else's house, right?
What do they say? What happens after 8? Like, what
I don't know.
happens in Vegas stays in, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what happens in the night, right?
Right.
We'll find out in the morning. What?
Listen, it was a question. I
But
don't
it's
know who
true.
asked it, but
And it's like, somebody told me, why don't you put a monitor on? No.
why?
No, I don't.
Like a baby monitor?
Yeah. No,
No, that would be too upsetting.
Yes.
I would never be able to sleep.
that's right. So, okay. That's another heavy thing. Thank you, Caron, again.
So maybe
2 for 2.
Maybe we should call it a post.
Yeah, we should call it. Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, well,
Can't we just end on something light?
let's see. Something light. Black women saved America.
Okay, all right. Anyways, okay. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions,
Email Caron
yes.
Leid.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Oh gosh, here we go again. I don't know how to do this. Oh, here.